for the people of Sumter County in South Carolina, the fall season of 2004 brings back terrible flashbacks. It is home to just over 100,000 people. But 21 years ago, a triple murder shook the rural county. This is the story of Stephen Corey Bryant, the killer who taunted policemen with his eerie murder message. Let's start at the very beginning. Before the crime spree, then 23-year-old Stephen Bryant robbed two homes. He stole a .40 caliber Smith & Wesson handgun, which would eventually become his murder weapon in the coming days. What followed was a triple murder carried out in a span of just 9 days. Bryant's first victim was Clifton Gainey. Gainey and Bryant were co-workers and had visited each other's homes, met each other's families like friends usually do. On October 9 that year, they went out to buy beer. On the way, Gainey wanted to relieve himself, so Bryant stopped the car on the side of the road. As his co-worker got out, Stephen Bryant shot him. He then went to Clifton Gainey's trailer and robbed it. Just days later, a second victim fell prey to this killing spree. 62-year-old William Tychen. Now, this murder in particular terrorized the people of Sumner County. Tychen lived in a secluded home. Bryant, when he saw this as the perfect setup, had stopped by the house at the pretext of having car trouble. When Stephen Bryant entered the house, he shot the 62-year-old multiple times. The story gets bizarre and blood-curdling from here. Almost as an occult practice, the killer lit candles around the victim's body. He also burnt the old man's eyes with cigarettes. As William Tychen lay in a pool of blood, Stephen Bryant grabbed a pot holder that was made by the victim's daughter. He dipped it in blood and wrote an eerie message on the walls. Here's what it said. Victim 4 in 2 weeks. Catch me if you can. While Bryant was committing these unspeakable acts, the phone rang multiple times. It was the victim's daughter and wife calling. The phone calls went unanswered until Bryant picked it up the 6th time that it rang. According to the daughter's testimonial later, Bryant told her that her father was dead. The killer stole jewelry and other items from the house before fleeing the crime scene. When authorities arrived, a taunting message written in the victim's blood was waiting for them. 2 days later, Stephen Bryant struck again. His third victim was 35-year-old Christopher Burgess, a man that Bryant had met at a convenience store. All of them innocent men who met a horrid fate at the hands of a 23-year-old. In 2008, Stephen Bryant confessed to his crimes. His defense painted the case with stories of childhood sexual abuse at the hands of men and other medical issues which his legal team said impaired his ability to control his impulse. Eventually, Bryant got life imprisonment for 2 murders and death sentence for the 62-year-old's gory murder. Just last week, authorities gave Stephen Bryant a choice between 3 ways to die: a lethal injection, death by electrocution, or a firing squad. Bryant has chosen the last option, death by a firing squad. The state of South Carolina will execute him next week on November 14th, if there is no last-minute appeal or intervention. But such is the irony of crime and punishment. Bryant's victims did nothing to deserve such a brutal end. But even the harshest sentence has given the killer a choice at the end.